Okay. Hello, Professor Caps, and good morning. Again, I will start off by saying that you are my perfect audience, since in my previous speeches you told me that you love to use Facebook. So I cannot wait to tell you all of the reasons why you should continue to use the site. However, nothing can be 100% perfect 100% of the time. So in this speech, I will tell you the good and the bad, but I will weigh in on the good because I am a lover of Facebook as well. So stereotypical website for older people is Facebook. Everyone knows that. But it's not always a bad thing because old people, or the older people, the generation, the older people, the family members, your grandparents, they use Facebook. And I don't know about you, but my grandma isn't on Snapchat. She's on Facebook. And that's how I interact with her, social media. And that's how I act with her through social media. But let's start with the bad. And according to FossBytes.com, it enables companies to track your online movements, which that's scary and it can be a very bad thing, but you have to be careful what you click on and what you search up and what you look up. Another thing is private messages aren't necessarily private, but you also shouldn't be private messaging on Facebook things that you don't want anybody else to read because it's easy to just screenshot that. You should be careful what you type to other people. Another thing is account hacking. Account hacking is a very scary thing, but you have to be careful again with what you click on, and you have to know the clues, and you have to watch out for the bad accounts that you see coming into your friend request. You have to deny them. You can't just accept everyone's friend request because not everyone is trying to be your friend. The fourth thing is data aggregation can be a negative, can have negative effects because all the information gets put together into one site and it gets all bundled up with the good information and the bad information and the good information. And you have to weed out what is true and what is false. Yes, all of these things could be potentially terrible things that could happen, but you can't live your life in fear of things that might happen on Facebook or online. You have to interact, and you can't just be a hermit. Another thing is don't avoid Facebook and communicating with the family because of the bad. It's not all bad, but you have to be careful because bad things can happen when you're not careful all of the time at any time. It's not just through social media. Bad things happen every day because people aren't careful. So know what you're looking at, know what you click on, and be aware. So for as much as bad things, there's also good things that Facebook can offer. So according to the OdysseyOnline.com, you interact with the older family members through Facebook more than anybody else, or that's for me. And so this picture of this grandma right here, she's laughing about some video that she probably saw, and she's cracking up, and she's making the world of Facebook a funny place for everyone watching. The food videos are so entertaining. I can sit and watch food videos and learn how to make different types of stuff on Facebook for hours, and I can be entertained for hours. To keep in touch with your family without calling 500 people a day, because if we were talking about my family, if I had to stay in touch with my family and call them every day, that would be a lot of phone calls, and ain't nobody got time for that. Another one is the happy birthday notifications that you get every single time that you have a friend that it's their birthday. And that's a lot of the reason why people stay connected. Just a simple happy birthday message can go a long way. It can start a whole window of new opportunities for you and that person to start conversations. And also it gives me my own opportunity to share my own life events with my family who doesn't live in Texas, which most of my family does not live in Texas. So I was able to share my prom picture through Facebook for my senior prom, and I got tons of likes and comments from people who I love. I just don't get to talk to them every day because we don't live near each other. But it's a great way to keep in touch and to keep in contact and not forget what people look like. So it's up to you to decide the pros and the cons and decide if the pros outweigh the cons or not. And if you think that the cons are too bad, then don't use Facebook. It's that simple. But if you love the idea of interacting with your family, staying in touch, posting about your life, seeing other people's posts about their life, seeing your friends and they have children now, and Whereas they moved away, say you grew up and went to the same high school, and now you're friends with them on Facebook, and you get to see their lives and their husband and their friends, and now you get to know their whole life just because of Facebook and social media. So, in my opinion, there are valid reasons why Facebook is not a good site, but you have to be careful. And if you are careful, then there's a ton of opportunities, great opportunities for you and your family to stay connected, because nothing is more important than family. I hope I have convinced you to keep using Facebook, or if you don't use Facebook, then download it and start using it today, because it is a great way to stay connected. Thank you, and hope you have a great summer, and thank you for a wonderful semester. Bye, Professor Katz.